Hey lads, it's day 169 of my series to get to 2100 on chess.com, and it has been a while since I've been this low rated on Rapid. I'm at 1974, and today I'm going to play until I lose. So I'm hoping to win 25 games, you know, just go crazy. This video is going to be like 4 hours long, but we'll see. Here we go. If I lose the first game, I lose the first game, you know? A 1925 from India. And we're going to play a Dutch defense again. This was the same we played as yesterday in the last video. And we've got our knight out. We're just going to play pawn to e6. We're going to put our bishop here and pin whatever comes to this square to the king. Usually the knight comes here. I can still throw in the check here, which I will do. And I'm expecting him to just block. There's no reason for him to block with the queen. Maybe he wasn't expecting this. He has blocked a somewhat strange way. And now this piece is pinned, so I can't move it right now. He's just gone here, so I'm going to just take. And he's probably taking back with queen. And now I think all I have to do is queen e8 to get out of the pin. Looks really good. Or I can play pawn to b6, get my bishop here. Looks really good. I'll start with queen to e8. If he wants to take, I will recapture. And the reason I like queen e8 a wee bit more is because I can potentially put the knight on e4 and tempo his queen and hit his bishop. And now he's pushing. Seems a little silly. Don't think this is a threat. I can always play h6 at some point. I'm just going to play here. If he jumps in, I'm going to play d6, which would be a tempo move. Okay, and now he's pushed twice. I really don't think that's that great. I can go rook h6. If he tries to defend, I just take rook h6. I'm threatening this. Rook h6. If queen here, maybe that's an issue. But can he ever push? He can never push past me. And then his queen and rook are both locked to defending that. I think it's pretty good. And it looks like he's going to castle this way, which I never quite like in these Dutch games when they castle far. And like I said, I think this is a good move. He can't come here because I got a knight. He can't come here because I'm hitting it. This one, I'm just going to take with the pawn. He has to go back. I mean, it's really stupid for him to do this. And that's why sometimes I just wait on playing d6. I'm going to play rook takes on h5 next. I think I can simply do that. Don't see why I can't. He's moved here. I mean, this is a little silly, isn't it? And now I'm thinking just here and doubling these guys. Looks pretty good. Doubling these two pawns, especially if he pushes here. Okay, I'm going to take here and double something. Maybe he takes this way, though. Maybe I wouldn't want that. But wouldn't it be good to just swap off pieces, especially when I'm winning? Take here. If he takes this one, I'd be fine. But yeah, taking here, not as big of a fan. So why don't we go here first? And this way I can even play this move, getting rid of his queen. But now I'm threatening to take here, and he can't take this way because I win his rook. So capture here, he has to take this way. And he really can't move his knight anywhere other than this square back here, which looks really passive. If he does that, then I think just we'll get the queens off. And I'm remembering how easy playing a 1900 is. I'm going to say that and lose this game. But I do think 1900s make a lot more mistakes. So, okay, I'm just going to go here, take, am I? I can also just take, but then he takes, but then I have check. He plays here. Probably better to develop. And maybe even think about this move. I don't think it's wrong to take pieces off here. So I'll just go for this for now. And if he doesn't take, then I put the rook on h1, and maybe I'm winning a piece there. Take here, rook takes here, and the pawns are isolated and doubled. This can't be good for him. He's looking at this one. If I go here, he takes it, which I don't like. Here, he has to take here. Then I hit this one. And if the knight moves, I take his rook. So this looks like a no-brainer. Okay, and he's just lost his rook or his knight. Yeah, he doesn't have anything. He can go here, but he still loses his knight to a pawn. We take the rook or do we take the knight? If we take the rook, he takes this pawn and then wins this one, but we get him. And we'll have a bishop, knight, and rook, and he'll have a bishop, rook. So we'll just be up a knight. If we just take this one, we'll just be up a knight. It makes sense just to be up a knight and have connected pawns. So let's take this one. I would have been okay taking here because it does simplify it just as much. But yeah. I need to get this knight into the game so that my other pieces can get over. This has to be a good move. He's going to come here and threaten this. Can always play g5, which seems pretty good. Especially with this pawn already being defended. This rook can't really move. And this move's coming. So let's say I go knight here. He can pull back. He also has this though, so I do have to be mindful of that. I think now what we'll do is just target this pawn. If it comes forwards, we take, he unpins this pawn and we recapture. And if I go here, he has this. We take and he takes here. We take here. Here, he still can't take. Yeah, so I'm just going to go here. And now I have this move with my knight because this pawn is no longer hitting these squares. So my knight's just becoming more powerful. And I still realize that I play quite slow for rapid. I was thinking about playing some 10+5. Just getting back into it. I heard the cheating has been improved by chess.com. Like they don't have as many issues with it anymore. So I would be very open to doing that. This move looks really good because here is threatened. You might not see that. I could have taken here, but I don't know. Activity looks good. I think he's in trouble now. If he takes here, we take here. He takes here, and it's not with check because I already have his rook. We just take the other one. There we go. Okay, we got game one done. All right, this video will continue, lads. Let's go for a game two right after this review. We play with a 92.1. Only one mess, which was back here when we took the pawn. I don't think this was the worst thing in the world. It wanted development before anything else. I thought maybe he could defend this pawn somehow. I guess he can't really. So his best move is rook c1, bishop b7, just improving the pieces. And this can always be taken later. Makes sense. Okay. I'm happy with how I played though. Game two. A 1993 from Canada. And we have our silly Pirc trap, which always seems to do pretty well. Push here is interesting. He is hitting this pawn 3 times. It's only defended twice, so I do think queen e2 is decent. Knight f3 might be a wee bit better. Knight f3, take. You can't take because we take. I'll go with knight f3. And he's just avoided any of my tricky stuff. But his knight's on a weird square. And I think this move's quite good. Wanted to castle here, take. Also, this move might be decent. Here, if take. Yeah, I don't like this move. It's annoying. I think I'm just going to castle. I don't think it's the end of the world. And how do I want to recapture? With the queen or with the knight? If I take with knight, then we only have one defender of this pawn. We really need to capture here, so we have 3 defenders still. And he is hitting my queen again. I can pull back here, but then he's got 4 attackers here now. So he has managed to win a pawn here. It's not good by me. If I push, he just takes me, check. There's no tricks. Okay, I think I'm just going to pull back here. And I'm realizing that I've made a mistake somewhere. Now, even though this is defended 3 times, 1, 2, 3, I can take. He doesn't have to take with this one, because that's what I want. That's annoying. Okay, let's just go here then. And see if we can push Harry and do some work on this side of the board. H4, H5 is always really good. He wants to play this. can just go here though. Yeah, let's just go here. If he takes, we take. And then push this one. Take, and rook takes, and the queen's looking at h7. If a pawn takes here, we can take, and this one's weaker again. I think just here. But then the queen is now defending. I have this check as well, which is really interesting. I can also jump in here. Eyeing this square. Now I probably queen here, but then bishop here looks really good. Yeah, I think knight d5 looks really nice. Can't defend this square. And if his rook moves over, we still go here because queen here. Right? And then we're jumping here. Yeah, it looks really good. I think I'm winning. I'm just going to go here. And he can't take me because I can check. He can't take the knight because he'll be pinned. And he can't take the bishop because he's in check. So probably pawn up, right? Then I just jump here, hit this rook, and then come here. And it all looks really good. Or just come here, hitting queen and king. Yeah, my position's crashing. And maybe we'll be climbing out at 2K or 1900s today. Who knows? I mean, it could happen. I just got to stay on top here. And I'm also knowing, yeah, my time management is not good. I'm less time on the clock than my opponent. So let's try to think about what he's going to do here. I mean, I really don't know. What can he do? Pawn up, we're going here. There's no question about that. Yeah. What else can he try? Knight here. Check. And again, he can't take my bishop. Can't take my bishop. He has to deal with the check. And then we take the queen. Yeah. This is not working. Okay, so we can go here. But he's defending now with the bishop, which is annoying. So we can just take the rook. Seems kind of a bit useless. Felt like there could be something more here. But I think I should. This move makes the most sense. Oh, he takes here with check. Dang it. I probably had something good here. Maybe not, though. Okay, he didn't see. Which is very fortunate. Yeah, this move was a huge blunder. I mean, I even have b3 just winning this one. Oh, he said, lol, I thought about that right before too. Poor guy. So you can jump here. Do we just go here and look to take 2 knights for the rook? Probably. Bishop coming here. I feel like he's losing. What about here? Here. Just keep getting really active. Maybe. Is he ever going to win this guy? He might be. Yeah, let's try go for this. This seems the most active. And if he goes here, I'm just going to go here. Because he's losing his queen. And I think, yeah, he's got to move his king. So wherever his king goes here, then we play this tempoing the queen. The queen comes here and the knight gets out. So I think we sort of saved our piece. And then it's probably jumping over here looking at this rook. What does that move? Take here. I think he wants me to line up with the king and queen here, but I'm just going to take this way? Well, I don't get it. I think he thinks he's just losing a piece. I don't get that move, and I probably shouldn't play before I don't get something. Okay. Oh, okay, so here, knight can go here. But I can still come here, can't I? I think so. This has got to be decent. Defends here. You just take here. Now, do we try to keep the queen or the knight? If I just go here, he takes. Is that bad for me? And then the rook comes here and the other one comes here. I think it's fine. He can't move this knight and he can't move this rook. Yeah. So here, take here. It's annoying, but this is a good square for his bishop, for sure. Maybe just here, he takes this one. Here. Now, where do I want my knight? I guess here and then here. Yeah, probably. He can't move this piece. That's a good move. Here, though. I think that's a good move. Here. Bishop here, a rook here. Maybe we just pull here. That way we're looking at this square. Yeah. And I'm low on the clock. So I'm threatening c4 right now. Take. This bishop's got to move. This rook's coming in. And he's only got 2 defenders of the knight. You probably should put the king here. That way he has 2 defenders and a piece can move, or here and then the queen can get out or something. Okay, we have a check. Queen here, we take. No, I think I'm just going to go for this. If he ever comes up, we just go here and we trade off the pieces. I think. And again, he's tied down to holding this. I'll need to check in the review at the end just to see where I went wrong in the start of this game. But I'm not wanting to lose this one. So if queen moves, I think I'm just going to go here. I don't want tons of checks throwing this game. I definitely got fortunate to get out of this one. Okay, so take here. He takes my queen. I take his queen. He takes my rook. He's left with a rook and a bishop. Whoa, wait. Take. 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 I'm left with 2 pieces. He's left with 1. So that might be the answer. If I try to just move away from this rook, I'm getting checked on the back here. I could throw a check in here. And if queen blocks, I take here. With check, he can't take me. So check here. If pawn up, we take. Check here, here. Maybe check here. Has to go back. Check here. If he goes to one of these squares, this one is checkmate here nearly. He could block. I win his queen. Check here. So check here. Okay. No, I don't like it all. I'm just gonna trade down. Just gonna trade down. Don't have a lot of time here. Maybe that was wrong to trade down. I think I'm okay. Let's try to get my king into the position before anything else. I pawn here to stop this one. Here, 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 here. Would lose. I don't have a lot of time. I'm just playing on instinct here. I think he's going to move his king. If the pawn moves, we just go forwards. And play this slow. Not too slow. I don't have any time. Oh, he can just advance it. Now he can't. He could have just advanced there. And that would have been a draw. Now I think I'm winning. Wow, what a game. That was crazy. I'm jumping into the review here. I'm almost positive that that was a drawn endgame if he had just pushed the pawn. Yeah. Yeah, here. I knew when I moved here that there was this moment that he could push the pawn. Because if I go here, he takes my pawn and now I don't have enough pieces to checkmate with. And if he didn't do that, you know, if I just take him, then he just captures and I don't have enough pieces to checkmate with. I definitely messed that up there by moving the king away from the defense of my pawn. I needed my knight to guard this square. So I suppose here or here. Is this move okay? It might be. Yeah, this move's fine to just guard the square. And then I have to figure out a way for getting past this king. So maybe it would be something like walking around this way. I don't know. No, apparently not. Because, yeah, he can push. I have to take here, and then this pawn's promoting. So how do you actually do this? Here, if he just keeps cycling back and forth, I don't want to play this move. It's got to be a better move. So it says knight g7, hitting this one. If he goes here, I can take. So king e4, knight e6. I think this is kind of what happened in the game. I just did it with moving away for a second. King e5, going after my knight. It's very tricky. Knight f4. And maybe on this square, the pawn could never push. So king e4, king e2, king d4. It's too tricky. Knight d3, king e4, knight f2. I have to really pull back. King d4, king d2. Probably here. Then I can move in. And finally, my king can get to this square. It's just very difficult to get the king to that square. But once we were able to do that, we were able to just use the knight to create enough waiting moves. Yeah, that was really difficult. Back in the opening, after our silly trap, which he can't take the pawn, like we've talked about this, he has to find this move. But when he just pulls back here, this is a pretty rare move. And I did play it correctly with knight f3. And then after castle, queen d2 was correct. And after this was a big blunder. And I didn't know what to do here. And I guess just pushing here. But I only have two defenders of the pawn then. Pushing seems really like a move I would never play here. So d5 or d takes c5. So I could have just taken the pawn. That's probably what I do in the future. But d5, why is this so good? Bishop h6. And I haven't gotten anything. Like knight f6 here. He attacks the pawn. Knight takes e5. So I guess he blocks his defense there. So if he doesn't do this, what if he just goes here and here? And then he defends the pawn. He's got an extra pawn, but apparently it doesn't matter. Yeah, d5 that's an interesting move, and one that you could maybe do in an over-the-board tournament, like sit there and really think for a while, but that is a hard move to play. Here I would castle, protect the pawn. I'd want to get this in for the checkmate, but obviously couldn't, so maybe h4, h5 would be something I would try to do pretty quick, but I think castling would be a move I would go for here, so castle, and then it says rook f7 is his best move, or queen e8, but yeah. And if we go a wee bit ahead here, we kind of clawed our way back in a wee bit, and this move, queen here, was wrong because we immediately had the check. Don't know why that's so good. Wow, just all out aggression here. We're going to have to take here. King takes. We have a check with the pawn. Oh, no, there's a sack. So I didn't see any of this. Yeah, I mean, I'm not finding that. That's beautiful stuff. This is even wrong. It's not even here. I have to go knight b5. Like, you sack a knight on this side of the board to play on this side of the board? I mean, no, that's way too hard to find that. That's way too hard to find that. I'm not finding that. And why is it so good only after this sack? Knight b5 here is completely drawn. I have to do this first. But yeah, if I go here first, I don't even know. I mean, how do you even calculate all this? I don't know. Why do I trade off pieces when I know I'm better? That's really dumb. I should have just checked. He's got to find this move. Then we just take this piece. And yes, he can check me here. No, he can't. Yeah, that's what I need to do in the future. Don't be so willing to trade down unless you trade down and it gives you an advantage. This was really stupid of me to go for this whole thing. Yeah, really dumb. Let's go for game 3. I'm not expecting to win, but I'm hopeful. See if we can climb back over 2,000. A 1974 from Afghanistan. And we're going to play a Caro Kann. It's an exchange Caro Kann. And he's gone for a Panov where we play knight f6. We play knight c6. And against this, I've been experimenting with the move bishop e6, which I think is very interesting. This move is not one I've seen. He's hitting this twice. It's only defended twice, and he's trying to remove a defender. So if he takes here, like let's say I just bring the bishop out. I guess that, yeah, bishop out here, let's say. And then he takes, and then he just wins this pawn. So that would be no good. So I'm thinking just this move, take. This move he has to take, otherwise I win his bishop. Let's go for it. If he takes here, we would have taken there, so we're just going to capture here. And he's threatening to take here. Can we go here? No, that looks terrible. Maybe not. Here, take, check, take. It's all a bit ugly, isn't it? Let's just come over here. Now we have a check here, which looks really nice. He does have the bishop. Right now we're threatening this one. We're threatening a check. The check looks kind of good, but this is annoying. Maybe just pawn f5. f5 is a bit weird. Bishop f5 is also a bit weird. Just goes here. Take. He takes my bishop. Take here. Check. Comes back. Oh no. What about this move? I kind of like this move. Let's go for this. And he can't take the pawn because we take here. Or he can take the pawn because he's hitting this one. Oops. Oh, yeah, that's not so good. Okay. Bit lucky there. And now we can go here. I was hoping you'd pull back this way so we could go for the check, but here, just to protect the pawn. Maybe. Seems a bit ugly. My position's a bit weird. Here, probably this. I think it's better to get the bishop here. Bishop here, though. This. Take. We already went through this line. It's just not good. Yeah, I think I have to go here if I want to hold the pawn. But maybe I don't need to hold the pawn. Maybe I'm just being really greedy. I could go here. No, now he's looking at that square. Okay, let's try this. I don't know. I don't like it. I really don't like it. We can go for this. Take, take. He wins my queen. Queen here looks decent. Fine capturing here. Gives him an isolated pawn. Now I'm going to castle long. And hide my king over here. Castle long, he goes here. Here he's got this. Oh, I don't like this game. Bishop here, he's got this. We can play back. No, we can't. What about bishop here and he takes? We win his queen. So yeah, rook c8. I feel like I have to play here. If he takes, we take here, and then maybe we can get a bit more activity. But my king's still in the middle, and I need to get it out. And g6 isn't helping because this move's so scary. Maybe just king here. And then bishop. Oh no, g6. Maybe just king here immediately. King f7. Does he have a check? He doesn't. Then g6. Bishop here. We can go bishop here, take here. And I might be okay. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Here, take, take is the other option. Okay, I'm gonna go for this. I gotta speed up. Rook here. He pushes, we take, take, take. That's fine. Here, pushes here. I'm not winning this, but yeah. Okay, let's go rook c8. Am I losing my queen? I have this. This, he goes here. What is going on? Got this check. Comes back, we win the bishop. So bishop has to go here or queen here. Okay, now I'm defending this pawn. Now I go here. Here though, he has check. Here he takes, take. That's no good. Here, take, take, take. Let's try this. Bishop h6 is also something we could go for. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. How do I defend this pawn? The answer is I don't. I have this, take. And then here. No, it takes with check. Gonna take here. I have to go here. This bishop's bad now, though. Take. Gotta get the rook to e8. You pawn up and put the bishop here would be nice. Gotta hit his rook. He's gonna bring the other one in. Here, take, take. Looks like that's gonna happen. Here he just takes. Play it up. Because we gotta defend the square. Take, take, take. No. Here. Yeah, he just comes in. Okay, let's get out of the danger by going check. And then go here. What is this game? Only got 2 minutes. Oh, it was with check. Dang it. Dang it. Didn't see that. Okay, I did not want to play a game this tactical. I hate tactics. I never do puzzles. I don't like them. I do not like him. He just wins this rook. Holy moly. I would go here, but he takes, yeah, it's just bad. He just takes here. This whole game, I'm cooked. Takes here, I take here. He takes here, I take here with checkmate. That would be nice, but it ain't happening. This, he wins my queen. Now he's going to take here. Rest in peace, my elo. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. I'm absolutely cooked. He can just go here and here and then here and here. Nothing I can do. We can play for a draw. We'll try. No, that's definitely game. No way to defend. GG. Well played. All right, lads. I didn't get back to 2K. But we did get 2 wins, so I suppose that's okay. 1981. I'm sorry that I fell so far. He played with 91, I played with 77. Yeah, I mean, he played very well, did he? Yeah, like a 2400. Yeah, I mean, people have good games. It's easier to play good games against someone who plays badly, and I suppose I played this opening wrong. Yeah, here I don't need to do this. I can just play with the bishop on the inside. So this move was just incorrect. The game got really ugly really fast. And here I just got to give him the pawn. Just get developed, give him the pawn. I don't need the pawn. I just don't need it, you know? I could have just played this down a pawn. Don't hold on to material, Owen. You don't need it. Play for activity. Develop your pieces. Make them nice. There's no need for this stuff. and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.